Today, I'm gonna be building the thickest base in 99 Nights in the Forest. Gonna be playing the lumberjack class just so we can get as much wood as possible for the walls. And I'm planning on adding at least 5 layers, but possibly even 10 layers of walls. I'm sure you saw how big it was in the intro, but I have no idea yet. Alright, fire level is now level 3, and I'm stacking up all the saplings we get off to the side. That way we'll be able to farm a ton of trees. And because I'm playing lumberjack, we get 2 saplings for 25% of the trees we cut down. So the more trees that I plant, the more trees that I get. And although some of them don't give you any saplings, it does seem to me that the trees that I plant just grow exponentially. It's like a stock portfolio that doesn't matter. But now I'm gonna go try to get the first kid. Gonna have to be careful, but if I maybe take them apart, not all 5 of them at the same time, there's only one left. So if I just get the right angle, okay, I'm not trying this anymore. I'm gonna go loot and try to find either a strong axe or a good sack, and also a weapon, just so that we can get the first kid. Oh, no way. Got a base right here. I think I can jump through the window, maybe off of here. No, okay, I might have to use the back entrance, which I might have to go the other side for. It might be cut off though. Not gonna go near the door. Okay, the back entrance is cut off, but the window here is open, so that works. So we can get through. There's a chest in there, but also a guy in there. Can make it through the side right here, get a broken microwave, fuel canister. That's gonna be useful. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to lead this guy out of the room. Excuse me, sir. This way all right, this time I'm not gonna be dumb. All right, back to fire level 3. Now I'm gonna go loot. Not gonna try to get the first kid yet. There we go. We got the good sack almost immediately. That should help a lot. We also have a house in here. These usually give a few chairs. There we go. We got all 4 of them in here. Hoping for a spear out of this chest too. That would be the perfect weapon for me right now. Good axe. Already got one. All right, you know what? We're gonna pick up this wood, head back to the base. I already have a ton of stuff, and I think I'm gonna focus on getting the first 2 beds for now. Actually, day counter doesn't matter too much right now, so maybe I'm gonna focus on getting us more resources first. Put this coal into the fire though. Need to get the map, get the next crafting bench, sundial, compass. We'll get a farm plot, and I'm gonna get 2 more wood for another farm plot. Because when you have stable food, it makes the game so much easier. When you don't have food and you're running around looking for a berry as you're about to die, it's not fun. That's placed. Now we'll place our utility right to the side. Compass, sundial, there we go. Because it's only the first night as well, I can just go out and loot. And although I can't see too much, we're not really in too much danger. There we go. Got a revolver. That'll allow us to go get the first kid. I also have a ton of fuel, so we might be able to get 2 kids in one day. And the reason that I do need to get the kids pretty quickly is because when I'm building my base, I want the wall to go just outside of where the kids are. That way we can make it small, but it'll also include a lot of the important stuff like the campfire, crafting bench, and also the kids' tents, because we are going to get all the kids. We're also close to level 5 fire. I do need some food though, so I'm going to chop down all the wood we have and see if I can craft a crock pot soon, because I do need some more scrap, but the wood we should be good on 100%. Actually, I do need the crafting bench too, so maybe we do need more wood too. Yeah, definitely gonna need more wood. We can get the crafting bench though. 10 more wood, 8 more scrap. For now though, gonna have to get some bunny meat. I can also trade with the pelt trader, or just the pelt trader. Don't think I need anything. I mean, I guess I will take the old flashlight though. That's useful. All right, got the key and some pelt and the kid. Fuel canister too. We do want to get the level 5 fire as soon as possible though, because the more fire that you lose by it slowly draining over time is just a waste. All right, our food is grown. So now I just need some more wood and a little bit of scrap. Now we're good on food. We've already got the first kid, but this is looking pretty good so far. So I think that once we have all 4 kids, that's when we're going to start building the wall. There we go. Got a strong flashlight. That'll be really useful for when the deer's chasing me down. This should get us to level 5 fire. There we go. We also have a ton of scrap, so I just need a little bit of wood, but I'm going to eat some food before that. Don't want to die. Gonna put these in the fire as well. All right. And with that, we now have a stable food source. So that's that out of the way. Now we just need to go get weapons and the kids. I'm also going to get us a boost pad. That'll be useful for looting and even getting the kids. All right, we got that. We're going to go get the second kid now. Actually, do I have enough ammo? No, I do not. Okay, so I think the best option is to go get some weapons. I'm also going to go hit up the furniture trader, and then we can go get the second kid. He does have a fairy light arch. That's good. Always need the tables, and the rest we'll take in daisies and then a signpost. We also did find where the second kid is. Hoping for a rifle out of here. Well, we get ammo anyway, so I guess I'm good. So we can get the second kid now. There we go. Got some pelt too. Got the second kid. Fuel canister as well. That's totally totally not weird at all. Putting a kid in the same sack as fuel canisters. That must be healthy. We got another gun shop, or oh wait, never mind. We got a rifle right here. Well, I guess we don't need one, but I will take the ammo though if they have it. Got another rifle in here. This one did have some rifle ammo. Gonna head back to the base because there is a raid coming, and I do need some food. Actually, no, I have stew on me. I think we're good. The raid shouldn't do too much because it's only 2 of them. So as soon as I get back to base, I can kill them pretty quickly. We did find the stronghold too. That's good. Okay, I'm about to die. Well, I want to keep this run. All right, raid is taken care of. Now I just need to go get my stuff. Second kid is home safe. We might be able to get the next fire level. Very close. I'm going to build a biofuel processor, and that'll get us up to level 6. There we go. Put that here. Put these in there. Should be enough. Almost. Just use a few carrots. There we go. Gonna drop the furniture because I don't want to have that clogging up the inventory. Now I'm going to go get the third kid. Actually, I think I'm going to wait. We're going to chop down our trees, focus on getting more of those, and then we'll go get the third kid because the day's about to end in a minute. All right, we're only a few days into this, and we're already getting a decent sized pile of saplings. I'm also gonna get us the bed, the old bed, regular bed, and good bed, just because we haven't made those yet. That should bring our day counter up a lot. But then after that, I guess we just gotta focus on getting the kids and then building the log wall. The crafting gems for the next stuff will just come eventually. I'm not in too dire need of anything, so I'm gonna use the boost pad to go get the third kid and then the fourth. All right, there it is. Got the bear pelt too. They look so nice. The bears in this game are the strongest, well, not anymore, but one of the strongest in the entire game enemies that you could face, and yet they look so kind. All right, third kid is safe, and we also have all the rest of the pelts we need. So now I guess it's just preparing to go get the fourth kid. So I'm gonna grab some stew, charge the boost pad, and then while it's nighttime we can just go get some wooden sapling. I'm also gonna preemptively put the kid on my compass just so that we can leave as soon as possible, and I think we're good. Everything's going really nice. This base should be built pretty quickly. Well, that is however many layers I decide to build. All right, but it's about to turn day, so we're gonna go get the fourth kid. And then we should be good with all the scrap we'll need, maybe even get a giant sack, and then we'll have all 4 kids, which will allow us to start building this base. Gotta be careful they don't jump up here, because I think they can do that. No way. No. Let that be a lesson. But I still do think we have time to go get the fourth kid. All right. I have 2 bullets left, but we're good. Got the fourth kid. Now we can start on the base. And we are going to need to get an absolute ton of trees. And I also do want to get the respawn capsule, so we're going to have to go loot the stronghold, just in case I might die this run. Accidents always happen. I've never died yet. Not that I can remember, to be honest. I actually think that, I don't know if I've ever died in this game before. I don't even know what that's like. Maybe that you have to pay Robux for that? I'm not sure. But we're going to get a respawn capsule just because it looks cool. All right, fourth kid is in the base. Let's chop all this down, see how much wood we got, and to get started on the wall. Peltrader's also in town, so let's trade with him. Get the spear, that's useful. Giant sack, that is very useful. And then this one should be the strong axe as well. There we go. We just got the best axe and the best sack. Of course, though, the chainsaw is a little bit better. To be honest, though, for our purposes, cleaning up the piles of trees where you have to chop them down, the one swing hit is really good. So it might not matter too much that we only have the strong axe. All right, 143 wood. Craft as many of these as we can. And now let's start placing. We want it to be just outside of the kid's tent. I'm gonna have it touching the rock. The rock will act maybe as like an artificial wall for now, because there's not much I can do about moving that. Then we're gonna curve this around the dino kid's tent. Just locked him out of the house, but it's fine. He has a key. All right, that looks pretty good. We got all the kids inside of the base. Then let me finish placing down all these. Gonna try to match the curve of the base. It's gonna be a little hard to do that just by feel, but so far this looks pretty good. Once we have the first circle done, everything else is gonna be easy. Gotta go replant those saplings though. Oh, this ain't good. Glad I got the spear. I was out of bullets, or I am out of bullets. Where's this last guy at? I don't see him. There he is. Okay, the wall is actually working right now. But now that we're gonna wait on these saplings to grow, I think we're just gonna go get more saplings unless there's something else I need to make. Actually, no. I do want to go loot the stronghold. That's what I want to do, which is behind me. Okay, that way we can get our 2 forest gem fragments up front without having to wait for day 99 and all those raids. And level 1 is fairly easy. There we go. See what we got. Got our forest fragment, 2 cultist gems, regular gems. Already picked up the scrap as well. Maybe the chainsaw, that would help me to go get more saplings, but not too much with chopping down what we already have. Thorn body's really good though. Help me stay safe. Not a bad lot. We're gonna put the gem of the forest off to the side here. This should be done growing soon. So I guess just get more saplings while we wait for the stronghold to reloot or reload. And then our base should be looking pretty nice pretty soon. I do also want to go trade with a furniture trader whenever possible because we did just get a ton of coins. All right, there we go. That's a bunch of trees for us to chop down. Got us even more saplings. So let's see if this can finish the first layer. And yeah, this is a decent amount. Might be able to finish the first layer already. All right, we got 126 more wood. Might be enough. I'm thinking probably not. We're gonna just barely wrap this around the beds while keeping it fairly the same angle. How's that look so far? That looks pretty good. Might have to curve this one a little bit more like this and like this. Actually, I think we do have enough like this and then this. I don't like how that fits, so I'm gonna like merge these two over here, and then I'm gonna merge these two right here on the right, just so that it doesn't look too out of place. And I just locked myself in. I forgot I need the hammer for these kind of videos, but I can just jump right out using the map. Gonna get some stew first, though. Don't want to starve to death. I think I saw it earlier. Yeah, there we go. Anvil is down this way. All right, we already have the scrap for it, so we'll place that down. Now I just need the wood. All right, now I'm gonna go loot a bunch of stuff, get a bunch of scrap, because we honestly won't need too much. I do want to get the respawn capsule, so maybe we will spend a little bit of scrap, maybe like 150, which is definitely not a little bit, but it is not as much as I've spent in the past. What in the world just happened to you, my good man? I'm not even gonna ask. There we go. Two engines right next to each other and a bunch of bandages in here. All right, we got a raid to take care of really quick, but wait. Let me see if there's any. How did you get in? I locked myself out. How in the world did you get in? All right, let's use the hammer to get back inside. Gonna put the door on this side over here. So we'll pick up this one. And there we go. Raid is complete. We also got a bunch of trees to chop down. For right now, though, I need to make a shelf with bandages because I found a ton of them earlier. Gonna keep them right next to the door. There we go. If you scrape your knee, we got you. I'm also gonna take all of our saplings and move them closer to the door. That way, when we chop all this down, it'll be easier to get it into the grinder. But we have another 120 wood. We can now start adding to the second layer of our base. So we're just gonna build around it like we did before, making it one layer thicker. All right, we added a little bit to it, looking a lot nicer. Definitely gonna want to do more than 5 layers, or at least that's what I'm thinking right now. But for now, let's go get more saplings. All right, we are running low on fuel. I do want to get the oil drill, so we're gonna do that, and then the rest for now we'll focus on getting more walls. All right, got another 142 wood. This probably will be close to finishing the second layer. Not too close, but we are getting there. Gonna keep adding these. This actually might be enough. I'm dying to a crossbow, but we do have enough. All right, bro just jumped a bullet. All right, now that that's taken care of, place the last little bit, not really too perfectly. I think we can just cover that up by doing another one of these with the third layer, because I don't want to ruin the door that we have. But with that, that is the start of the third layer. So we'll keep adding on to this, and right here, might be able to place this here. No, not yet. I can technically make it look like it though. There we go. So we are past the rock, and this is looking very nice. Looks like a bunch of brown colored pencils, but still very nice. Got 222 more. See what we can do with this. Maybe we'll be able to finish the third layer. So this is going to be a little problem. As we build thicker and thicker, we might run into this, or actually probably not might, we will run into this lake. Oh, we also beat day 99. We are going to finish the third layer with all of this. There we go. That looks very nice. We have an extremely thick base already. I could walk across this thing with ease, but I don't know. We might go to 10 layers. So let's chop down all these trees and just keep going. You know what? I'm going to do a quick time lapse. I'm going to get 1,000 wood, and then we're gonna see just how much that gets us. There we go. Just finished this absolutely massive pile of trees we had, and we now have 1,015 wood. So I'm gonna drop off the furniture that I bought right here, and now it is time to place the absolute insane amount of log walls we're about to get. I don't even know how many this is, so let's see. I believe we finished the third layer completely, and we didn't start on the fourth yet. I'm just gonna verify that though. Yeah, okay, everything looks good. So now we're gonna build the fourth layer starting here. But let me move some of this stuff out the way, and then we gotta chop these down. And actually I can get a little bit more right here with all this wood. I also have an extra log wall right there. There we go. Now let's see what we can do. We can definitely do the fourth and fifth layers. I'm confident of that, but can we do 6 and 7, maybe even 8 with all we got? I don't know yet, but let's just keep placing this and make our colored pencil collection that much bigger. Messed up a little bit with this wall. This one's kind of coming off, so gonna have to drop a bunch of these to even reach my hammer. All right, that looks better. We're gonna keep keep that there until we finish these ones, just in case I need to grab my hammer again. All right, 4th layer is complete. Looks very nice, but we can do so much more. So let's start with the 5th. And that is the 5th layer done right here. Looking even nicer, but we still have so many blueprints back here. So let's see. I might be able to get done with the 7th layer. Maybe we'll get a decent chunk of the 8th or even finish it, which would be pretty nice. Okay, this is not good. We're getting stuck a little right here. So I'm gonna have to line it up as best as I can. And there we go. 6 layers of walls complete. Still so many more to go though. We might not actually be able to finish the 7th layer that I think about it, but we'll get a decent chunk done. All right, we're about halfway done with the 7th layer. What I'm gonna do is the very last one, we're gonna stick out like that. Otherwise, it's gonna be really hard to find where I last left off. But this is just insane. So looks like we're gonna have to get more wood. I might not need to get a whole 1,000 more, but maybe another 600-700. So enjoy another time lapse. Oh wait, hold up. Before we do the time lapse though, we're about to get our final piece of the gem of the forest, which will allow us the respawn capsule. So we're gonna complete this raid and then we'll do the time lapse. Gotta plan all these. You know what? Now that the base is so thick, I think, oh great, now you guys can walk up here too. All right, I'm thinking that down in here we could put a bunch of bear traps. I don't think I have any extra defensive blueprint bear traps, but we can place the ones that we do get in there and they should go right through. How did you get up there? You're literally gonna die if you don't get, there you go. Okay, I don't know how you're alive, but don't do that again. I have no idea where this last cultist is neither. I genuinely have no idea where he is. Is he in the tent? I don't see anyone. Where's the last guy at? Is he in the lake? No? Wait, what are you doing, dude? I am so sorry, sir. I know it is a work hazard. Please do not report me to HR. I'm so confused though. Where's the last cultist at? Is he stuck in the wall? Am I gonna be stuck with the cultist debuff? Am I out of options here? I don't even know where this dude is. I mean, I can look around the base. No one here. I am lost for what? Where in the world is this guy at? I think I'm stuck with this. This wall is not even helping me anymore. It's hurting me. This guy is quite literally living in my walls, probably. The pelt trader's living in my walls. I know that for sure. Guess we're stuck with this. Wait, that means we can't even get our gem. You know what? We're not doing a time lapse anymore. I am so confused. We might lose our fire, but it doesn't seem to be too bad. I just do not know where this guy is. All right, 436 more wood. I don't think I'm ever gonna plant all of these saplings again. I might plant a few of them, so I'm gonna maybe plant half of them off to the side. We're gonna plant all these. Actually, you know what? Let me make sure they're not planted too close to the wall. We are getting raided again, so I hope that this time the guy won't get stuck. But we're also gonna make some bear traps. Gonna place them along the entrance here, like this, and we're gonna see how well that works. There's one guy over here. I think there should be one more too, but if there's not, I'm fine with that. Okay, no, that was good. And now the cultist thing disappeared. Was that a glitch? That might have been a glitch. But with that, we have our second gem of the forest. We're now gonna need an absolute ton of scrap. So I think what we're gonna do is go get a bunch of scrap to make both the crafting bench and the respawn capsule. But we're also gonna plant a little bit more trees because we're probably gonna need a lot more wood now that we're gonna build something that's gonna be worth about 90 wood in total. So let's go see how much scrap we can get. I haven't even looted most of the map yet. I've just been building this base. We're also on day 204 and we don't even have all the beds yet. All right, I'm heading home immediately. Deer is hungry tonight. Do not want to die to that. If I just have shift lock on and keep looking back, we should be good, but he looks to be stuck. There he is. Just kind of walk backwards like that and I'm dead. Okay, we got chili peppers here. That's good. Got more right here. There we go. We're back. I might have to build some torches. The base is kind of running out of area to even place more walls. See how much scrap we got though. Got about 27 right now. That's not enough. Definitely gonna have to go get more. There we go. Got a, I don't know what to call this exactly, but it is another cultist base. Dude, these bears. All right, fair enough. Oh, there we go. I just saw a mythic chest up there. We can get another gem of the forest fragment, but I guess I'm not really too worried about that. Got a riot shield. Don't know if we'll use that, but I guess we'll pick it up for now. Gonna pick up some broken fans on the way back. Might as well fill up the sack. All right, what we got now? We have 80 scrap now. That's pretty good, which will allow us to build the crafting bench 5, and we need 11 more for our respawn capsule. Our trees have grown as well, so we'll put these all into the crafting bench. All right, furniture trader's back in town. We're gonna go hit him up and then get whatever scrap we can that's past him. He's got 2 tables, 2 barrels, 3 curved hedgerows, 2 purple rugs, and a purple signpost. Not bad at all. All right, now we have 94 scrap. We can build our respawn capsule. Gotta get rid of this furniture real quick. Put it right, actually, maybe not right there in between them, but off to the side right here. Then we gotta charge this. And now if I die, I'm all good. But now let's finish getting all this wood. All right, with this, we have 674 wood. Gonna go clean up these saplings because I have a lot in the way, but we might be able to finish all 10 layers of this base. And with that, we're gonna have probably the thickest base that anyone's made. All right, see how many we can get of this. Actually, wait, before I buy too many, let me buy some torches too. I do want to make the base bigger. That way we won't run out of room. All right, let's see where I'll put them. I'll put them next to the kids' tents as a little light, and we'll put some by the respawn capsule. That should be enough. Not gonna craft all of our log walls immediately. I do want a little bit of room in my inventory to pull out the hammer in case we mess up. Like right now, I do need the hammer to pick up this wall right here. But now we can get started on it. Not sure exactly if we can do anything right here. I guess I can. I guess I can. Okay, we can go. I think this is the 7th layer if I remember correctly. So I think we're good for the 7th layer. 8th layer, no way we're putting it on this lake. The 8th, 9th, and 10th layers will probably have a chunk missing right here. And with that, 7th layer is done. Let me recount it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. I didn't lose count yet. Now let's start on the 8th. All right, for the 8th layer, we're gonna have to try to get as close as we can to the side here so that we only have a slight chunk missing, but that we're also not phasing too deep into the wall. There we go. 8th layer done. Looking very nice. Start on the 9th. I don't think we'll have enough to finish the 9th. We might come close, but definitely not the 10th. And there is where our 9th layer ends for right now. We might be able to put something on this tiny little ledge right here, but I'll be able to remember that. So we only need just a bit more wood. So we can plant a bunch of these saplings for that. Not all of them though. Definitely not all of them. Decent portion though. That should be good enough. The rest of these saplings, we're gonna find a place for them. Gonna take some wood storages. We're gonna put these out here off to the side just in case we need them. But while we wait for all of that to grow, we can start adding our decorations to the base. Let's see what we can do. We don't have too much room. It's gonna be a very compact base, but I'm gonna start by picking up the beds. Gonna sort them by color like we always do, except for the koala kids tent. Boost pad, I don't want to move it in the doorway, but we'll keep it to the side right here. This time though, our garden is gonna be extremely small. All right, koala kids base is looking pretty nice so far. We got 2 carpets, signpost, and tent. The only thing that isn't that great is the bed's color. Gotta set the bear traps. We do have a raid coming. Let's see what we can do with the rest of this furniture. I'm not exactly sure what to do with this hedgerow because the farm isn't that big, and then we can do one on the other side. That'll make it look a little bit better. Yeah, not that bad. But the furniture trader is back, so we're gonna go head over there. 4 red pillows. I have no idea what we can do with all that. More hedgerows and trellises though. Gonna have to get creative with that. Wooden nightstand. Put that by one of the kids' beds. Gonna have to do it something like this. There we go. The red pillows, I mean, I guess we're just giving that all to the dino kid. He's gonna have a pillow fortress around his base. There we go. Looks pretty nice. We'll also give a yellow camping chair to the squid kid as a porch chair. These hedgerows though, maybe I could do something like this for a slight doorway, but I don't think that looks too good. We're gonna put it here with the trellises for now. Figure out what to do with it. Got another chair for the squid kid. Got some fairy lights. We'll put that in the back of the farm. Add a little bit of lighting to it. Got another green camping chair. We'll put that by the crafting bench. Crafting bench level 5 needs 2 chairs for you. 1 for you and 1 for your lunch. I'm also gonna put a little flower right here. Add a little bit to the farm. Daisies, we'll give that to the Kraken kid. She doesn't have much right now. Fairy lights arch, same thing. We have even more daisies. Make it a little symmetrical. And then we'll give some as well to the koala kid. I have another table. I have no idea what to do with this. We're gonna put that over here with the rest of these. Another sunflower to make it even. There we go. We have a very nice base so far, but it's very cramped. So I'm gonna pick up a few of these things like the biofuel as well as the oil drill. Oil drill will do what we usually do. Find a pond to put it into. This one over here is nice. It's out of the way. Just like that. The biofuel will store behind here. The lightning rod, you know what? I'm gonna build a second one and then we're gonna have one on each side. That way they're not inside the base, but they should be covering most of the base. Gonna keep it a little far away from the layers just because I don't want to mess it up. But now let's chop down this wood and get this base finished. We're on day 260 right now. And there it is. Our last pile of wood, at least for this. All right, got another 245 wood. Let's see if this can finish the base. All right, so I remember we left off right here. If we could place this tiny piece, which we can. The rest though we cannot. So we'll just try to make it as nice as possible. possible. There we go. Gotta move some of this out the way. There we go. 9th layer done. Last layer to go. See if we have enough. We might not, but we will be very close. But just in case, I'm gonna plant a few of these trees. Not too many, but that should be enough. And if it's not, it'll be very close. Takes about 4 trees to make one of these walls. You know what? We might need more. We're also about to get raided, so we're gonna set up the bear traps. That raid was really easy. The bear traps did a lot. Just shot them a few times. And now we have an extra gem of the forest. But I am not using this. It would probably take me a bit to get all the scrap, but we were almost done with this base anyway. See what we can do with the rest of this, though. Can make some kind of design with it, I'm assuming. I don't have any chairs for these tables, though. Kind of wish I had those. Maybe I could do something like this. A little garden side for the Kraken kid. Not absolutely perfect, but you know what? I actually do think that looks nice. For the mossy trellises, maybe we could do something similar for the koala kid. Have one on the side of her tent, the other side of her bed. I do have an extra one. Maybe on the back. If it'll fit, it will fit. Okay, perfect. Another hedgerow as well. Put that at the foot of the bed. Makes like a little enclosure right here. It would feel really cozy to sleep right here. Just don't stick your feet in the bushes. You'll probably get bit by a spider or something. And then I do have one more wooden table. We don't have any seats, so we're gonna have this as somewhere where we could put extra food. So I'm gonna put one stew up there, and then I'm gonna make some more for me to have. But there we go. The inside of the base is complete, and we can now chop down all these trees for what should be the last bit of wood that we need. I thought the last pile was the last bit, but guess not. All right, well, we'll wait for the other half of the trees to grow. We'll use these. Wait for these to grow. There we go. This might be it. We are getting so close. We're halfway done with the 10th layer. The furniture trader is back today. Go see what he's got. Good evening, my good sir. Red camping chairs, signposts, 4 hedgerows, 3 fairy light arches, and 2 red rugs. Now let's use what we got. Signposts we'll put by the Dino Kids tent. Hedgerows, man, I have no idea what we could do with this. This is our level 7 campfire. So we'll put a fairy light arch for the Koala Kids tent. We'll put another arch for the garden. And the last one, I have no idea where we could put that. Not sure. We're gonna drop this one for now. Red rugs, I know exactly what we could do with these. I'm gonna pick up all the furniture he has, and then I'm gonna put the rugs down. Then we can put these back. All right. Looks a little bit nicer like this. Not 100% perfect, but we don't have too much space to work with. Actually, I'm gonna move this chair. Gonna have it towards the front. That way it'll look a little nicer. And then we can put a second one right next to it. So now, let's see if we can finally finish the log walls. I don't know if we have enough. All right, we finished right past here. So we can do something right here and something right here. I could do something like this. Oh, actually, I guess I can't. I guess I can't really extend it. Okay, I thought I could. There we go. Getting really close, but we are not there yet. Gonna stick this one out. All right, got 50 more wood. Let's see if this might be enough. I think we might be 1 or 2 short. Yep, I think we're just too short. I'm gonna squeeze this one in a little bit. That way the next 2 that we place, we could squeeze those in and it'll match up with our door here. So let's beat this raid real quick and we should be good to go get the last tiny bit of wood that we need left. This raid is really easy now. Can't find where the last raider is again. Oh, there he is. Okay, this time we can find him. But now it's daytime. Let's go get the last pieces of wood. Just need 24 pieces. Put it like this. And then our final wall for 10 whole layers like that. The thickest base in 99 nights in the forest. And this looks insane. It is very nice. So let's do the base tour, but first let me sweep up a little bit. All right, it is raining a little bit, so don't mind that. But we have the thickest base in 99 nights in the forest. We have our oil drill outside because there's no way we're keeping it in there. 2 lightning rods on the sides just so that we don't have to have it inside of the base. I don't know the measurements of Roblox or how thick this would be, but that is insane. But once you come inside, you'll find our garden complete with its own table for whatever food you might want to hold here. It's got sunflowers, barrels, its own light. It's a nice little humble garden. Then we have our boost pad and our health cabinet. So that way, if you need to go somewhere fast and you don't want to die, take some bandages and head right out of the base, where you can see we actually have our brand new technology from the 1200s, where during each raid, we trap the cultists and it makes the raids a lot easier. And then over here, we have the Kraken Kids tent looking very nice. Dino Kids tent looking very big. Squid Kids tent is pretty humble. They should add more yellow furniture to the game. And then we have over here the koala Koala Kids 10 looking very, very cool. Nice little encapsulated bed, purple rugs, flowers, looks great. A respawn capsule, which I don't even know if I used that, maybe once, but then again, I can't remember it, so I don't even think we use that, but still very nice to have just in case you need it. Then we have our map, compass, and sundial, and finally our workspace right here where we have 2 chairs, craft dimension level 5, and the ammo crate facing the wrong way because that's how I roll. And also, very lastly, the campfire, which I've turned into a level 7 campfire design. But let me know what you guys think of this base down in the comments. Rate it 1 to 10. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and click on this video right here.